Hey everyone, Sunright Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 26th episode of Sousou no Frieren. Last episode we were in the midst of beating up fake Frieren. I think it was going okay for the most part, but we'll see. We'll see exactly how it goes, if there's any more road bumps, or if we just wrap it up real quick. Wrong button. So yeah, we'll see. So let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I didn't I didn't talk about it too much before, but since they bothered to show it a second time, that really does feel like foreshadowing. Like, she didn't die to the Demon King, so, like, she really makes it sound like some human mage is gonna kill Frieren at some point. Like, I would rather that not happen if I get my own say in it. I would rather her live forever. That's just my 2 cents. But I wasn't too worried the first time she said it, but the second time she said it, it's like, okay, you can't ignore it as foreshadowing anymore. And that's, of course, is just referring to the fake Frieren being defeated by Frieren, and that's as deep as it goes. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna just that's my interpretation of it. I mean, obviously that's the most obvious interpretation. It's just whether or not there's anything deeper than that is the only real question. But I'm gonna just assume there's no deeper meaning to it. Anyway, back into the action. She's making a sun. Yeah, there's an animation again. As we just warp the reality of the room. Just Frieren's no fucks given face is just that never gets old. Stone Golem, let's go. Just two deadpan expression mages going at it. Frieren just casually flying around the room. Such an exciting scene. If they actually had like a whole episode that was this level of, action and everything, I'd probably lose my mind. Oh, that's Louina, I think. Fake Louina. That's what I meant to say. I'm not saying I can't tell them apart. It's just what I meant. Ice, ice, baby. I had to say it. I'm not sorry. Music's really getting me into it. Yep. That's the advantage we have is we can properly use teamwork in that way. We can prioritize the group over the individual. Those legs, though. The cameraman knows what he was doing. Couldn't tell if he was dodging or if he was just casually sitting down because he was tired. Upside down. Upside down shot. Rule of cool factor there. Extra points for that. Man, there is so much action going on right now. I'm so into it. Just shoot lasers every direction. You'll hit something. That's an impressive dodge. Yeah, she's so fast. She broke out. I see you back there. Oh, he's faster than he looks. The greatest threat. Okay, well now I'm a little bit nervous. That would be the worst case, yeah. Tell us how you really feel. She told you. No, no. Ooh, that looked painful. Well then. Bet she enjoyed that. Ooh, wow. Okay, this has got real bad real quickly. Like, holy shit. Not that thing again. Ugh, that thing's absolutely horrifying. That's a lot of blood. That's probably like a game ender right there. Such a cheap shot. Oh, Yubel. And her companion. You're not very encouraging. You never change, do you, Yubel? Well, if you think you can, then let's go. Okay, mind over matter. True. Don't throw your logic at me. Again, cameraman knows where to position himself. Seriously, how are you supposed to be able to, like, predict that kind of attack pattern? While you sit here and do nothing. Which way? More story time. Just throw a rock at that point. So you just gotta stagger him. Next. And then you, Bill. I guess we'll get our answer here. Oh, damn. I, I think that might be an understatement. Uh, just freaking murder that man. Holy shit. He- She's like, God damn, still kind of reeling from that. Didn't take you for a sower, you, Bill. Pretty good sound design there. Okay, flashback within a flashback. Sounds legit. So this comes back to the visualization thing. Yeah. Clothing is very fragile in my imagination as well, because it tears like paper and, you know, what I watch. She really stands out in a crowd. I wish she would just cut that middle hair part. It's, I think you may be onto something there. But yeah, the gist of this flashback is that, yes, Yuba can win. Are we gonna cut it? There it is, yeah. Again, the walk by cutting. But yeah, hair, not too hard to imagine cutting that. Something that's very natural to cut. I have accepted the credits are all right there. Hey, he's still around. Yeah, we have not checked up on that fight in a while, have we? Hada. It's just she knows that much. Just cutting hair, no big deal. It can be, yeah. Yeah, have we even seen that one? Oh, Farron's replica. Could you imagine such a thing? No more ambushes, please. Did we ever see Luina actually withdraw? I'm a woman of many talents. There's a real Farron. Poke, poke. Why is that bag hanging out like that? I was about to say, didn't we take care of her replica earlier? Or am I crazy? I guess it's just back. And that's Luina and the other two. We really are just kind of buying time for Frieren. Because there's no end to this. More sneak attacks. Oh, we are back in the room now? Oh, I think the line was in the preview. We just need a bigger opening. But we should be able to. Makes sense to me. But definitely risky. And the design of some of this magic. Gotta visualize winning Farron. Nice. It's like a small galaxy or something. Like, just crazy. So much mana. Oh. Oh, the color scheme. I love the color scheme. Like black and blue. But yeah, Frieren is one person Frieren can't hold back against or hide anything from. Unlimited beam, magic beam works. Oh, well, missing an arm at least, maybe two. Oh, ow. Oh god, that's Shadow the Staff. Yeah, damn. It's like a gravity sort of thing. Man, she smacked you against that wall, something hard. I think that was the title of the episode. And there's Frieren, the real Frieren. She's a little bit banged up, but definitely not as bad as the replica. So yeah, she wouldn't be familiar with it. Definitely need a bit of a checkup after this. Got some bruises everywhere. Finally. Is it safe to come out? Is she gone? I think she's done. I think a lot of people are done. Oh, and Bush, they could have. What a baby. Ooh, treasure pile. Really big chest too. And Gia's carrying her. She's kind of floating. Okay. Frieren and Fahrenheit, somebody's referring to. Probably tuckered out. God damn it, Frieren. God damn it, Frieren. I was about to say, probably, passed out somewhere exhausted. uh, love you, Frieren. uh, I get killed, man. I never expected. To be fair, I don't think I did. Did anyone expect it right there? I know we saw like a closed chest on the treasure pile when we first walked in, but I don't think that's necessarily enough to guess more mimic shenanigans with Frieren, but probably could have been for someone. Like, I'm sure somebody out there guessed it, but I'm just guessing. I figure most people didn't. Because that's our real weakness. We should have got a mimic to deal with the Frieren replica. An era of humans. Ningen no Jidai. Okay, that was the 26th episode of Sousou no Frieren. And we pretty much wrapped up the second test with this episode, right? Frieren and Frieren are obviously the main characters that took down the main bad guy, while everybody else was just kind of keeping the small fry at bay. Like, that's all they could do. They were never gonna win that fight because the replicas can't be just taken down permanently unless you break the talisman-looking thingy at the end, which is behind Rerun replica, right? So all they could do was hold things, maintain the status quo, you know, that's all they could really do. But did a pretty good job of that, right? Although some people definitely got hurt, like Louina, like she definitely got a little bit injured, but yeah, nothing fatal, I don't think. But we also had some nice U-Bell stuff, some flashbacks, right? Because long hair monster. Uh, Most people couldn't do anything against such a magically protected, crazy mobility monster, but a baka, like somebody that just doesn't acknowledge the defensive capabilities. Just like hair is hair, man. You cut it. It's not a big deal. You know, like it just you got to have that specific mindset, and Yubel had that specific mindset, so she was able to do it. But man, that flashback portion where she just like cuts the guy in half as she walks by, I want to watch that again. I think it was right about here. Yeah, because we watched her walking, right? And I'm not really sure what I was expecting as I was watching this scene. Like, because she was walking by, which isn't really a typical attack pattern, but I figured she would just be like, I don't know, walk up there, do a little bit of a cut, like it's just a cloak. It's not that big of a deal, guys. Like like maybe something just like a scratch, right? Like to prove her point and be like, see, guys, not that big of a deal, and then walk away, right? All cool. Like I guess that was kind of what I was expecting. But we hear the cut sound, and then the camera pulls back. Oh, it's almost like a cool guys don't look at explosions sort of moment, like something you walk away as a building blows up behind you. A little bit like that, like Yubel's not looking at him at all, and she just has this nice little smile on her face as if she's just going for a stroll through the park, as he's just cut in half clean down the middle, and his bottom half drops one way, his front half, the top half falls forward, the blood just splattering in every direction. Like, get another shot of Yubel from behind, seeing more blood splash as everything just hits the ground. And then she just comments about how she cut too deep. I cut too deep as you cut the man in half. Like, that really caught me off guard. Like, I don't know. It shouldn't have as much as it did because she's crazy serial killer lady, right? Like that's kind of at least that's my mental image of her. So it shouldn't have surprised me that much, but just killing the guy so casually, it still got me. Like maybe it shouldn't have, but it did. That really caught me off guard. But and then we got a little bit of a talk about scissors and cutting and a very short little shot of her sitting on her, was this her sister? I think she said. Yeah, I used to watch my sister sew all the time. As we get the camera, like, basically in cutting distance, like, as she cuts to the cloth, the scissors just gonna hit the camera, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I'm not gonna call it a lengthy flashback, but probably lengthier than it needed to be. But it got the point across that just cloth is cloth. You cut it with scissors. Hair is hair. You cut it with scissors. It's no big deal, fam. Right? And she did. She just cut that hair like it was no big deal. So yeah, I'm glad Yubo had some time to shine in the episode. Because I mean, I know secret she's one of my favorite characters, right? Frieren is number one, but I'd say Yubel is number two at this point as far as favorite characters go. I think I would say that. Frieren probably number three. I don't really know favorites below that. I don't know how I'd rank them all really, but Luina and Kanne, I think her name is. Actually, yeah, Kanne. They're probably 4 and 5, really. But anyway, like, we just got it all resolved. Like, basically just Frieren and Frieren with their teamwork managed to finish off fake Frieren, and in a pretty cool fashion. Yeah, that attack that fake Frieren used against uh Frieren, I want to watch that again too. Because man, could you feel the impact on that? Because you have Frieren doing her multi-shot barrage with multiple magic circles, which looks really cool. I think it was after that. Because she got rid of her arms and stuff. Basically, the rat's been cornered. Like, you get to the point where it's a do or die. You have to break out your trump card if you have one, right? She kind of got to that point. So, right as Frieren is thinking about finishing her off, she didn't really. I don't think she was in her headspace enough. Like, when somebody's in the corner like that, about to be finished off, you don't really have time to like deliberate. I guess I should probably finish her off right about now. If you've gotten to that point, your opponent knows that they're about to be finished off too, so they're gonna do something, right? So she definitely dilly-dallied a little bit too much. Like, if it was 1v1 fight, it would have been over for her as a result of that. Luckily it wasn't, because she had Frieren there. But yeah, just bam up against that wall. The staff got shattered too. Like, I guess we just straight up have to get a new staff, right? Like, that thing was just demolished. But it gave her an opening, and that's what she needed, a big opening, and bam, taken down. And just like that, the second round has been completed. And I want to go back to the mimic scene as well. Right about here. Where are the ladies of the hour? And I think we have a little bit of a pause after he asks that question. Then she looks over in her left, right? And like I said, I'm thinking that she's like, they're both probably laying on the ground, passed out, exhausted, probably leaning up against each other, probably like shoulder to shoulder kind of thing, very cute. And, and then what do we get? Frieren in the mouth of a golden mimic. It's dark and scary in here, as Frieren just looks upon her in disappointment. And there's like more than one too, like literally 3 mimics in this shot. Frieren's in one of them. One's kind of by her dangling legs, and the other's over there. I didn't really have time to think about it in the moment, but now that I am, I like the implication that 3 times. She's done this 3 times since they've been there. If there's 2 other open mimics sitting there nearby, this is the 3rd time she's done it. And each time she was convinced this one's gonna be treasure. This one's gonna have a grimoire in it. That is really funny bit of comedy. I didn't notice in the moment, because obviously it goes by too quickly, and I was dying of laughing. But now that I actually have time to realize that, to notice that, that's really funny. And it just adds to why Frieren would just have that "I'm so done with this" kind of look on her face. uh, so that's great. But yeah, I do like how it's implied as well. Like, didn't have to like go, because it would have been less funny if Frieren actually was like, "Come on, Frieren, this is the 3rd time already. Get it together." Like, you can over-explain a joke and make it not funny anymore. I like how it was subtle enough to where if you actually pause and looked at it, it's obvious. But nobody had to like sit there and explain it to you like you're a child. So I do enjoy that extra bit of comedy there. That's dark and scary. And then we see Luina, I think, sitting all sad over there, because I think she did. I think she did without the withdrawal in the end. So unfortunate, but she took some real damage there. It couldn't be helped. And I think that's all I wanted to say on the episode. We pretty much have 2 episodes left, and that's pretty much just for the third and final part of the exam, right? And then we'll get to, hopefully, Frieren and Frame will both get to be their first class mages license thingies. I think that's what they're going for, right? So the episode itself was great. Like, the action portions are always great in this show. They're few and far between and short, but they're good. They're always good when we get them. So you gotta treasure them when they come. So yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.